government will pay me to repair the engine of my...
Yeah.
यार jokes मुझे भी अच्छे लगते हैं.
No?
The reason we are talking about this is that Indian motorists are left with no options.
लेना है तो ले लो या भाड़ में जाओ.
Don't you think adulteration exists?
100%. Why we don't, in the whole of the NCR, how many fuel pumps do you visit?
What if your FASTag is not working? You are expected to pay double the amount. Why?
My problem is the people in power lack oversight, lack foresight, lack methodical legislation.
So you will be hurt. Don't think that it's a losing battle.
Raise your voice on whatever platform you have. You don't know how powerful your voice is.
Hello and welcome to Connecting Rod, your one-stop destination for everything automotive. My name is Rahul Ghosh, and with me, or rather, back on Connecting Rod is Dipayan Datta, the high flyer who's been roaming around driving fancy cars and attending big launches.
Very nice. You do podcasts without me and then say, I am a high flyer. Very nice. Very
Excellent.
Nice.
But since Dipayan is back,
We're talking policy.
let's talk something serious. Okay? All this while we've spoken about various things about the cars and technology and all those
Old
things.
things.
Old things, right?
Old.
No, we've done some modern stuff also. But let's get to the point where things are being deliberately put on to the Indian car owner and the motorist.
It's an odd time, no? 2025, when like we find ourselves in control of very, very little that is happening to us as motorists. We are at the receiving end of legislature with almost nothing
No say.
to do about it. We are at the receiving end of constant knee-jerk legislation.
Draconian. You can use words.
Draconian, I mean, it is draconian, but they're trying to implement global standards, but in knee-jerk. Now, I think the earliest example of that before all of the things that we're going to talk about today was BS6.
Correct.
It was a knee-jerk and a half because we missed Euro 5.
Yes.
But this is not just something that affected motorists. This affected the manufacturers, and for some reason, because I guess the Indian government is such a looming entity, we just accepted it, and so did the manufacturers, and somehow they met the target at huge personal cost. But today, in the subjects that we are going to discuss primarily include everything to do with the longevity of your vehicle. And that is essentially how fast you're going to burn through your money. Okay, we will start with the cornerstone of any ICE movement, fuel.
Yeah. The latest, of course, is this whole thing about ethanol, E20 and E37 and E420, I don't know what. But the thing is very simple. First, we have to understand what is ethanol as a product and is it good, bad, otherwise for your vehicle. Dipayan?
Okay, so from a technical standpoint.
Yes. Because for everything, that is the root cause, right? You have to go tech first because पैसा तो देना ही पड़ेगा, right? Like you said, BS6. When the BS6 cars and bikes came along, even the little Alto was 4-5 lakh rupees. People paid for it. You know, a everyday car like the Alto became 5 lakh rupees. So paisa to at the end of the day, people will have to pay. Na? If you have a car at home, you have to go to office, you have to fill it.
Yeah.
There's no way out.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that a little later. Let's understand ethanol clearly first.
Okay, so in the case, there are many ways to derive ethanol. In the case of fuel, we try to use biofuel-derived ethanol, which essentially is a sustainable fuel. In being the devil's advocate, it is something that
we should talk about the good, bad and otherwise.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We can produce it sustainably. A large percentage of our crop is sugarcane, which is the prime sugarcane waste is the byproduct that produces the maximum amount of ethanol. Of course,
Also
there are
corn, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, there are multiple, but for India, for our topography, so to speak, the land that we have where what we grow maximum, we have a lot of byproduct from sugarcane because of the south belt of India, let's just say. In fact, even along the north belt, there are a lot of sugar.
Maharashtra.
Yeah,
I was just reading a report. Ethanol supplies highest from Maharashtra. It was
I'll circle back to that.
28, some 2.8 billion or something like that.
I know what you're getting at. Okay, so essentially, ethanol, if petrol had to be a perfect fuel, it would be ethanol. Okay. Why? Because the quality of petrol is judged by something called a relative octane number, RON.
Correct.
Okay. Now, RON is basically...
That's really getting really technical for you guys. But I'm
going to
enjoying
touch
it.
some
Go for
chemistry.
it. It's
Okay.
good. It's good. Yeah. Let's go
So
for it.
essentially,
Wrong.
any carbohydrate, enough. No. Tetrahedral carbon. Okay.
That's how unscripted
This
connecting
showing.
rod is.
Yeah, not a carbohydrate you eat. Has to have a number of carbon connectors. The more number of carbon connectors, the more stable it is, the easier it is to break down, the less byproducts you get, like carbon monoxide, which is the worst to filter out. Right? So you have a much cleaner burn, and carbon monoxide is an unstable compound. So it tends to break down into carbon and oxygen and line your cylinder, your injectors, your exhaust valve. So which is why you want the highest RON number. So the most stable petrol, the cleanest burn, the least amount of carbon in your engine.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, when you have a lower octane fuel, you can supplement that by adding
Additives.
either additives, or you can supplement that by adding ethanol, which is a much cleaner burning fuel. Again, the RON number for ethanol is 100.
Is
Okay. Now that is so
basic part.
So back in the day, like when we used to tune our race engines, we used to actually mix ethanol up to 30 to 40% sometimes, depending on how much compression we were running on that engine. But again, this was a manual retune.
No. So I understand that. So why is this huge hue and cry coming up on the life of the engine?
Correct. Now, so the cycle, Otto cycle is a bang cycle, right? A pressure and a bang cycle. Now, continuous explosions in anything is going to cause wear.
Correct.
Right? So when you make something that is going to contain an explosion in it, you make it to sustain that explosion, right? So your head gasket, it's not the metal as much. It's not the cylinder lining as much. It's
the periphery.
It's the openings that have the maximum amount of pressure. Your head gasket, your injector valves, all of the mainly things to do with your head. If you deform your head, you have to change the whole engine. That's
Correct.
What we call engine fata.
Correct.
Right? So once you've removed the engine, like once you're running at a higher, there's more combustion happening in the engine than it was designed for, it is going to put strain on your block.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, it is worth noting that most manufacturers actually benchmark for a much higher standard of explosions so that they can give you longevity.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. But the question is how high is that benchmark, number one, and how long we've been maintaining that benchmark moving towards this, right? You have, not in Delhi, although we'll get to that later, but you do have cars that were designed to run on leaded fuel, still running in India.
Yes.
Okay. So
and we are not even using the lead additive.
Exactly. And whether they will be compliant to E20, whether they don't have any other fancy ignition technologies, variable valve.
Nothing is getting mapped or retuned or anything. It's
basis the fuel
screwdriver which you need to tune that engine.
Yeah. even slightly more modern EFI engines will not be able to increase their firing rate and increase the compression stroke.
Yeah, coming back to this timeline factor, really my Venue, which you know is a 2020 model, the owner's manual clearly states don't go over E10.
So in that case, they've probably benchmarked it for E20. Okay.
Maybe.
But again, there's an interesting point here. Okay, while they will benchmark it for E20, that makes it foolproof for E10, right?
Exactly.
So
अब
while you
A20 पे
can
रोज चलेगा
use it
तो क्या होगा?
on E20, if you go to them and say my engine is giving trouble because I've been using E20, they're not going to help. Because
Exactly. It clearly states that the warranty is not applicable if you are running higher ethanol rates or whatever.
so government will pay.
Government will pay me to repair the engine of my...
Yeah.
यार जोक्स मुझे भी अच्छे लगते हैं.
No? So
Government says, you show me one car
one
which
of
is
the
having a problem.
most interesting things happening in Britain right now, where public legislature is strong. There was this scam running where dealers could inflate your interest rates so that they could make more commission on the car. Okay. The total money laundered through the scam is somewhere close to 1+ billion GBP.
No,
Interestingly,
Didi, that's what I'm trying to tell.
no, this is
Again, this is the
a framework, a frame of mind that we need to adopt as a nation, that we will not take things. Today, they are rolling out payouts in the millions.
That is
People
exactly what I'm saying.
collecting thousands of pounds in the US based on this legislature.
UK, sorry. We are just getting started. So, exactly my point. Today, my car is starting to have problem. Okay? My manufacturer says, boss, तुमने E20 डाला, मैं तुम्हें कोई help नहीं करूँगा. Whom will you go to next? The insurance company. Insurance company clause 420A, C, D, B, A, section, whatever.
No, one second. If your warranty is void, then the insurance company will not support you.
Will not support you. They have clearly mentioned. Recently, one of the big brands came out and said that E20 fuel claims will not be tolerated, as in like honored. They have clearly said. Okay. Our government is saying, एक गाड़ी दिखा दो जिसमें problem है. हमने सारा testing कर लिया.
They've issued a statement and all that.
What issued?
That entire so our government is actually quite.
Again, my question: do you have that statement?
Yes.
Who said?
It's on a PDF by Niti Aayog.
And what is it saying?
It gives the whole outlay of the plus, the minus, everything of E20.
No, वो सब छोड़ो. मेरा गाड़ी का head gasket उड़ गया. मैं क्या करूँ?
नहीं वो सब नहीं बताया. That is not.
मेरे को क्या मतलब वो PDF में क्या लिखा है? भाड़ में जाए ना.
No, one second. This was issued in public interest, and as a car owner, what have you done? Where have you raised your voice other than here?
Exactly my point. This particular show is where we started the whole fiasco of the 15-year-old car ban. We've been talking about it. This is where I am taking the opportunity to come to you and asking you to join us. If you think so, it's not a compulsion. Many people are saying that, okay, 15 साल हो गया गाड़ी, कितना देर रखोगे तुम, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है?
हाँ, those are rich people.
Those are whoever people.
Rich people.
Doesn't matter.
No, people. See, I mean.
Now, consumer rights and all of that.
There's a reason the middle class is easiest to quash.
Exactly. अब मेरे को डीलरशिप से बोल रहा है कि तुम्हारा गाड़ी E20 पे चला है, ये वारंटी पे नहीं होगा.
If you take away something from them.
Exactly.
And they're not rich enough to care about the money you're taking away.
Exactly.
So.
अब प्रॉब्लम तो वही है ना कि हम जाए कहाँ?
तो
the question is. First, answer my question.
Wait. Before we get back to the people, let's finish this E20 on the technical side.
Chalo,
okay.
वो hygroscopic nature भी बताना.
That's where I was coming to. Now, the problem, in ideal situations, where the humidity is low, European countries, Brazil,
Brazil, you know why?
because their model is being used as a roadmap for us going forward, and they are the poster boys for E20 adoption. Although it is worth noting that Brazil still does sell standard run fuel.
No, we're coming to that.
Outside.
We're coming to that. We're coming to that.
The primary concern with E20 is two things. Number one, using it in high humidity regions because it is a hygroscopic substance, which means that it absorbs water. Okay. And if you're keeping your engine, if you're keeping fuel in your engine for a long time, it is possible that it will start to suck in water vapor, which will eventually mix in your engine oil. It's not going to be enough to flood your engine, but it will be enough to damage your engine. Because again, it may not be enough to cause a hydrolock, which means that your your crankshaft bends, your conrod bends.
Basically, engine seize nahi hoga. Let's.
It won't seize, but it's enough to cause
havoc.
Sustained damage over a long period of time. I mean, if your conrod bends even slightly, okay, that's going to change the efficiency of your engine. It's going to scratch your cylinder. There's a plenum of problems that can happen because of it. And you know why, right? Because when you expand ethanol or fuel, it expands at a certain rate. Okay, and then you can compress it before the light cycle, right? When it reaches TDC. Now, once you've done...
I love the way Didi is explaining this. Go ahead.
Now, once you've done
I hope you guys are enjoying.
Yeah, I need a whiteboard.
We should.
So once you've done that and it tries to compress it, the water does not compress. So it starts to bend the conrod. And a bent conrod doesn't get you information right. Agreed?
Absolutely. Point. Now, what is the background of doing this discussion around ethanol? What we are saying is modern day cars, 2023 manufacture onwards, have been tested for E20. My TVS XL, the brand new one, is E20 compliant. E20 compliant vehicles can happily do E20 fuel.
You know why your TVS XL is so easily E20 compliant?
No, go ahead.
It's a high compression engine because it's a torque heavy engine.
See, again, the reason we are talking about this is that Indian motorists are left with no options. You know, E20 is nothing new. It can be new for India. But across the world, there are various types of fuels provided to drivers. Now, it is my choice whether I want the best in class high octane fuel for my moped.
So, will you be willing to pay, say, what is petrol now? The price of petrol?
Well, in Delhi, it's close to 90.
Close to 90? Above 95.
96. 96.64.
Right?
Today.
96.64 rupees a litre for E20.
Yeah.
Will you be willing to pay 103 rupees for standard 91?
Well, if my at the end of the day my car will suck a lot of money out of me, it is better to pay $10 more right now. Not even $10, like $5-6 more now.
A litre.
Yeah,
that's
and save
how much
up.
more a tank.
Yeah. That's 5 4 20. So about 40 liters of fuel, $5, 200 something. Okay, I'm fine with it. But ये क्या बात हो गई कि मेरे ऑप्शन ही नहीं, मुझे अपना गाड़ी खराब करना ही है.
No. And it's not just the option. It's not just the option. Now you go to the premium side of it. You say, I don't want this pedestrian fuel. This is for autos and commercial vehicles. I will buy some premium fuel. Do you know that 97 octane also has E20? And you know how that came out? So
some RTI something happened, right?
So
somebody put a RTI that what are we getting?
People have been asking. And Indian Oil actually tweeted out saying that speed is not an E20 product. So it's standard E10. Everything else is E20. They tweeted this. But when the RTI came, 20%.
मतलब हो क्या रहा है हमारे देश में?
So I mean, you're spending 100 and 28.
120 in Delhi, yes.
28
I buy
for
fuel.
97 octane, which is not even like 100 octane. Right? 100 octane is 160 rupees.
कचरा है पूरा.
120 rupees a liter for 80%. So every liter you fill, you get 800 ml of 97 octane.
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि कुछ भी चल रहा है भाई. And it's like us drivers. Ethanol, ये लेना ही पड़ेगा. अरे इसके ऊपर तो कितना कुछ डिस्कस नहीं हुआ है अभी. Adulteration.
वो तो चलो, let's not get
Don't you
into
think-
root level problems.
Don't you think adulteration exists?
100%. Why we don't, in the whole of the NCR, how many fuel pumps do you visit?
I visit generally 2 because I think their fuel is okay. As in, like, I have.
That's it. I think in the total, if you
But
consider
but I will not fill up on a
the
random
Haryana
highway.
side also, I have a total of 3 fuel pumps where I will go.
No,
Outside of that, I will
fill
not.
up. See, all my cars are driven on the highways on a monthly basis. You are aware of that. I don't. I make sure actually.
It's a Coco.
Yeah, I make sure. पहली बात तो I
Coco,
will.
by the way, is company owned and company operated.
Yeah. So Coco Bumps. I first and foremost I try to make sure that I fill up properly when I am leaving from Noida, and then if I'm leaving from wherever, like Dehradun,
You top up.
I go to a select batch of pumps, which I think work well. So वहाँ
I
पर
mean,
जाके
it's a
top
gamble,
up
but
करो.
yeah,
It's a gamble, but
they look nice.
वो होता है ना कि देख के भी मतलब
हाँ.
you know that okay, the people standing there like सर आपको चेक करना है क्या? Well, that is one thing which rarely happens, and it has happened to me with this pump in Dehradun. It's just at the start of when we enter Dehradun, after crossing the tunnel, on the right hand side there's a pump. I think it's an Indian Oil pump. And when I was coming back, I had the venue with me, and I drove in. I needed fuel, so I said, okay, चलो इधर से ही top up करते हैं because इसके बाद तो highway शुरू हो जाएगा. And I went, and there was this guy standing there, and I was like, ठीक है डालो, मतलब whatever, $1,000, $2,000, whatever. And he offered to check. It has never happened to me. No fuel pump vendor has come up to me and said, क्या आपको check करना है क्या?
नहीं. So usually there's an executive from the company who's doing it.
But
so
that's not a Coco.
That's why, because it's not a Coco.
Okay.
So they have random selection days, and then
Oh, अच्छा.
that guy is there, so he wants to see it being filled live.
Okay.
Because you know how these pumps are.
Yeah, of course. वो बीच में हुआ था ना कि $1,000 का मत लो, $2,000 का मत लो. You will always get $900 worth
Yeah,
of
the
fuel.
whole pipe scam.
Pipe scam, whatever there is. हाँ.
That it measures at the top of the pipe, not at the release valve. I still don't know whether
I
that's
don't know.
true.
I don't know whether it's true or not. I have never
It
tried
sounds plausible.
a bit bizarre, but I mean,
It's,
but come to think of it, थोड़ा सा भी 100 मिलीलीटर भी पर होज से अगर निकलता है, तो अगर एक नॉर्मल पंप दिन में कितना फ्यूल डिस्पेंस करता होगा? Just imagine the amount of fuel saved and the amount of money made.
but none of this is the problem. Technology will keep changing.
Yeah.
The world will keep moving forward. My problem is the people in power lack oversight, lack foresight, lack methodical legislature.
Correct.
There is no method.
No.
It is everything
That
has to be
brings
done.
us-
Okay. Interestingly, I've spoken to a few people in government, not just on the bureaucrat side, on the politics side also. They feel that the Indian supplier is naturally such a problematic person that, yeah. I mean, it is true.
Indian supplier.
Yeah. Okay, it's not just like a fuel supplier or a... So the only way to get, or an OEM, is such a problematic person that you need to put your foot down on them before you get them to act. Okay, now, this is their... I'm again...
Yeah, you are talking about an industry which you said EV चाहिए.
No. Before EV, let's... Do you know? Have you driven over 120 kilometers an hour recently on a closed track?
Yeah.
Did
Yes,
you
I
hear
have.
that beep, 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 beep
Yeah,
sound?
of course.
Is that legislature?
No, it's just a rule.
It was a rule for commercial vehicles.
What?
It was never applied to private vehicles.
Then why did private vehicles start having that? Stupid thing.
Exactly the opposite of what I just said. Our suppliers are so proactive.
That they said ki nahi.
Before these people do something and ruin our back supply, let's put it as a standard. Do you remember that when everybody else had it, Datsun launched 2 cars, the Go and the Go Plus.
Yes.
Didn't have the beeps. So naturally, we were all aghast. So we went to Datsun management and we were like, bro, why isn't your car beeping? It's like, where's the rule? It's like, what do you mean, where's the rule? Every other manufacturer has it, right? From your Alto 800 to your Mercedes Benz, it plays out of the damn Bang & Olufsen speakers.
Yes, actually it does.
Like, show me the rule. So I came back. The drive was in Chennai, I remember it very clearly. And I went through it. Nowhere. Not one place.
See, but that's what it is, na? So
there's a lack of transparency at
everywhere, at every level.
Tremendous level. And the problem is the population is so large and so scattered and so divided on everything else that to get them to come together on something that is taking them back in terms of economic growth, in terms of reaching a global standard of living. Divide and rule, Rahul. Divide and rule.
Before we move on to the next topic we have about the ragging which happens around Indian motorists, we believe that there should be options at the pump as far as the types of fuel are available, whether it is at a price difference.
And if you are selling premium fuel,
make it premium.
Don't add your E20 in it.
Right. Are you willing to pay the extra money which they might demand for giving you pure fuel? Second, do you think there has to be an option in the first place that I will choose the fuel I want, you put 4 nozzles in every pump? Okay? Please tell us in the comments below, because this thing is getting serious, and I am sure within the next couple of months something else will come up and we will go back to square one and we will start talking. Moving on to the next one. Fast tag.
Also, I have one more thing. Okay. When I say that we are 5 years behind the world, from next year, the world's fastest event of any kind is Formula 1. Those engines are some of the best prototype engines in the world.
Correct.
From next year, they will not be using a drop of fossil fuel.
So they are all on all this plant burn and whatever.
Synthetic.
They go full synthetic.
Synthetic petroleum. Which is great. Porsche is adopting it
and
for
then
endurance.
That means that your dependence on the
why?
so-called whatever is not there.
You can have 100 octane synthetic fuel. If you can have a
artificial fuel.
Lab-grown diamond, why can't you have? Like, science has moved a lot forward. The problem is, in India, we are so agrarian in mindset that we keep going back to our
farmer welfare.
फार्मर वेलफेयर की इनका बाय प्रोडक्ट खत्म
वो तो घूम फिर के वही आता है ना कि जब तक तुम फार्मर को नहीं खींचोगे इसमें, तब तक यू कैन नॉट जस्टिफाई योरसेल्फ. What is the justification of the government that we are reducing oil imports and giving it to a farmer? Fair enough.
Who's the farmer?
Maharashtra has a lot of farmers.
Any specific region in Maharashtra?
Yeah, that
Nagpur belt.
Nagpur belt has a lot of farmers, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
A few billion liters.
Speaking of Nagpur, let's move on to fast tags. and highways.
This is the second pointer, which we think is a absolute lethal weapon in the name of free roads. Fast tags. Now,
okay, I have to say this. Fast tags have made the toll experience faster.
great.
I really do think
Excellent.
they have.
Excellent.
Okay.
No. Credit where credit is due. Now, the latest announcement has been that if you pay that $3,000 on your fast tag
Monthly, yearly.
or something like that,
Great, actually.
it's fantastic. But where's the loophole?
What is the loophole?
Great. That 3,000 rupees will only be applicable, and the 150 whatever trips will be only applicable on national highways and national expressways. So all
you
state
have to-
highways,
you have to recharge your fast tag
I have no idea.
separately for
I have no idea.
state highways.
Yeah.
State highways, anyway, are a mess. There are still quite a few that come to mind immediately, where they neither take fast tag and they insist on cash.
Exactly my point.
Okay.
Now, coming to cash, what if your fast tag is not working? You are expected to pay double the amount. Why? Today,
So
there can be a
okay.
situation.
No.
Wait.
I agree. Implement this law.
Wait.
No. Actually, wait. I have a point. I agree. Implement this law. Take double. But if I have a fast tag and I wait for above 1-2 minutes, let me go for free.
Well, that's what.
That's the
the rule.
offset. That's the offset, right?
That's
That
the
is
rule.
That is the rule. That's what I'm
If
saying.
you are waiting more
That's
than
why-
5 minutes in queue,
That's why you're paying double. That is the logic behind it. Because essentially, if you wait, not 5 minutes, it's 180 seconds.
Oh,
which is,
acha.
120 seconds, which is 2 minutes. Exactly 2 minutes.
so it's the time to give the money, take the money back. So because you are delaying other motorists.
They are saying that the rule is, it has always been, by the way. Not just now. Okay, not just since in the fast tag era. The rule has always been, if you have to wait for over 2 minutes at a toll, the toll is supposed to let you through for free.
I have had that experience once.
Once. Me also once. In Maharashtra.
No. On the Delhi-Meerut Expressway.
So once.
Once.
I have never experienced. I have
And
waited.
every time.
You remember that time we drove to Calcutta and we were standing at a toll for 2.5 hours.
What are you talking about?
We had tea,
The first time we started doing auto build, we did that. We tried to do that record run. Manesar told we were there for 2 hours. We had to can that drive. In the sense that we said
run.
that run cannot be counted because we will never be able to do that.
Make up those.
We were in a BMW or something like that and we turned back and came back. We said, no, not today. Tomorrow we'll come back. So, this is the situation. And
what were we
Dipan,
setting out to prove? We were setting out to prove the ability of our infrastructure through these
Dipan,
drives.
A couple of things I will like to say here very clearly. Fast tag in itself is a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree 1000%.
I totally agree with it. We've driven all across Europe.
Let's say digitized tolls are
It's a very good thing.
Brilliant idea.
We've experienced something like this in Europe when we were doing a long drive around all of Europe. And we had to buy something called VNets. And that was available in every pump shop and
grocery store.
Well, let's say Panwari ka dukaan pe bhi milta tha. Okay? You just stick it there and you go. It'll keep paying your toll. Once it's over, you go to another
Similar like a bus pass.
It's like a bus pass. ठीक है कोई तुम्हें नंबर नहीं डालना है कुछ नहीं करना है ठीक है Of course, yes, phone number you had to put because it would let you know that okay, it's getting over, so you get another one. Okay, bro. Few days back, I was on my way to Jaipur with my car. I entered. I was driving. It was fine. I was on the Dausa Expressway. The first toll, all right.
265, no?
Whatever. फटाक खुला मैं गया आराम से. Second toll comes. Okay, go. फटाक खुला गया. उसके बाद toll आया. Suddenly it says blacklisted. And I was like,
you know why though, right?
No.
Because the first 2 tolls don't charge you. They're Entry tolls.
So exactly. So blacklist हुआ, तो I thought, okay, I might be running low on balance. Then I checked. I had some $1,200 on the wallet.
What?
Right? I said, why is it not working? So then I thought, अच्छा चल इसका कुछ रीडर में गड़बड़ होगा, दूसरे में घुसाता हूँ. Then I went to the other one. उस पर भी blacklist. मैंने बोला गाड़ी चल रही है, दो पीछे वाले खुल गए, why are you not letting me pass? बंदा मुझे बोलता है मुझे पता नहीं, आप पैसे दीजिए. And by that time there were like 8-10 cars behind me. तो मैंने बोला हाँ बताओ कितना टोल है. Some insane $375 or something he's saying. I said, why should I pay $375? टोल कितने का है? बोलता नहीं टोल तो ₹150 का है, लेकिन आप कैश दोगे तो आपको डबल देना पड़ेगा. मतलब मेरे को क्या मालूम कि मेरे को क्यों कैश देना पड़ रहा है. फास्टैग नहीं चल रहा है, मेरा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पैसा है, ये देखो. आई शोड हिम माई फास्टैग बैलेंस. ही सेड सर मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता, आप जल्दी पेमेंट करो, पीछे जाम लग रहा है. एंड यू नो हाउ आई जस्ट पेड. ठीक है, एंड आई क्रॉस्ड ओवर.
Yeah, because you are the middle class ideal.
So I paid.
You don't want to take
And-
trouble. You have places to be. This is exactly why.
I have to save my job. I was on my way to a press conference. I needed to reach that damn press conference. So I had to go. So I paid. Out of my own
Not
pocket.
even save your job. Okay, everybody in the office would have probably understood. But it's our work ethic. It's our work
correct.
ethic that gets us.
Correct. तो मैंने उसको क्रॉस किया, साइड में लगाया गाड़ी, एंड आई कॉल्ड द हेल्पलाइन. ठीक है, दिस पर्सन कम ऑनलाइन. हाँ बताइए सर, मैं आपको क्या, आपके लिए मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, एज इफ ही इज गोइंग टू कम एंड पे द टोल फॉर मी.
You called the
हेल्प सेंटर.
wow, you were really bored, huh?
Not-
You
not-
drove solo over to.
No, Harvinder was there.
हाँ.
So by that time Harvinder said, अच्छा सर तो फिर मैं एक थोड़ा चाय ले, तुम कहाँ लगा गाड़ी? Because there were 2 more tolls coming up. And I didn't have cash. Ever since this Paytm thingy has happened, I barely have any cash on me. So I was like, रुक जा. And oh, by the way, that money was paid by Harvinder, not me. Because I didn't have cash.
And they didn't have a UPI system.
They had a UPI but network. So I said, okay. तो मैंने लगाया फोन उसको, भाई क्या प्रॉब्लम है? सर आपका KYC नहीं हुआ है. व्हाट KYC? तो आई सेड सर आपका KYC. मैंने कहा मैंने गाड़ी 6 महीने पहले लिया है. KYC बैंक ने किया है मेरा, व्हाटएवर. ये जो भी फास्टैग लगा है वो आप लोगों ने दिया है, मैंने नहीं बोला है कि मुझे ये फास्टैग चाहिए. सर आपका KYC नहीं है इसलिए नहीं. अच्छा अभी आप एक काम करो, अभी इसको आप ऑन करो. I am in the middle
Tell
of
me
a
one
highway.
thing. Why does
Wait. I told him,
whoever the Fast Tag authority is need your Janampatri?
wait, no, I'm coming to that. Wait, you don't know what I did. Wait. So I said कि अच्छा मैं हाईवे पे हूँ. I am on the middle. I'm heading to
Did
Jaipur.
you try flirting with him?
No, Didi, I don't have. जो तेरा कैली है ना वो मेरे पास नहीं है. मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर सकता है कि भाई तू, मैं ऐसा करके फ्लाइट टिकट भी मैं पैसा देके भी मैं फ्लाइट में बैठ जाएगा मेरे को. चलो. सो आई सेड कि क्या KYC नहीं हुआ. क्या करूँ अभी मैं? अभी तो इसको ओपन कर दे, पैसा भी है, सब कुछ है, मुझे जाने तो दे, मुझे पहुंचने तो दे. नो सर नॉट पॉसिबल. अच्छा चल भाई अब बता KYC के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, और KYC ऑन अगर मैंने किया तो ये कितने देर में होगा? और सर 1 से 1.5 घंटे में आपका एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा.
Correct.
मैंने बोला लग गए. मैं कहा क्या करना पड़ेगा KYC के लिए? सर आपके पास पैन कार्ड है? हाँ है. अभी है? हाँ है. आपके पास एक वाइट शीट ऑफ पेपर है? हाँ है. एक पेन है? हाँ है. तो आपका अभी KYC कर सकते हैं. आई सेड ओके.
ये हेल्पलाइन वाला.
ये हेल्पलाइन वाला. तो मैंने बोला अब क्या करूँ? क्या आई मीन व्हाट डू यू वांट मी टू डू? ही सेड सर आप ये तीनों चीज़ें निकाल के रखिए, आई एम स्विचिंग टू अ वीडियो कॉल. मैंने व्हाट? He said, yeah, I'm switching to a video call. I'll do your KYC right now. Your FASTag will be activated in the next 10-15 minutes. I am promising you. I said, okay, चलो ये दुनिया भी देख लेते हैं.
Digital India.
हाँ? तो here I was in the middle of the highway searching for network because he's trying to call me on video call. वो सारा Jio network. Yeah, it was a WhatsApp call.
Okay.
It was a WhatsApp call.
Neat.
So I went and I found network somewhere. My Jimny standing behind me. He said, sir, हाँ, I am so and so. You just spoke to me. I said, okay. अब क्या करूँ? सर आपका पैन कार्ड है? हाँ है.
This was from the bank.
Yes.
Okay.
आपका पैन कार्ड? हाँ है. दिखाइए. तो I just
held it up. Yeah.
हाँ. He said, नहीं आप ऐसे पकड़िए.
हाँ.
मैं कहा तुम्हें फोन कौन पकड़ेगा? मैं अगर ऐसा पकड़ेगा, मैं चोर थोड़ी है, तो फोन कौन पकड़ेगा? सर कोई है नहीं आसपास, देखिए ना सर, कोई है. एंड आई एम नॉट मेकिंग दिस अप. दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंड. दिस इज ऑन द डोसा एक्सप्रेसवे, on the side of the road.
Dude.
Okay?
I would have paid money to see that.
So, I called Harvinder. Harvinder, by the way, is our camera person. Harvinder को बोला, फोन पकड़, KYC करना है. And that guy is still online, huh? He's still.
If I had driven by your,
okay.
no,
and
with your PAN card in your hand.
Okay, so I'm standing here with my PAN card. ठीक है, ऐसे पकड़ के. हाँ, हाँ से थोड़ा नीचे. हाँ, smile. मतलब, हाँ, one done sir. अभी white sheet of paper. हाँ, है. साइन कीजिए. ओके, साइन. अब उसको लेके खड़ा. आई लेजिट टोल्ड हिम, क्या तू मेरा संपत्ति ले रहा है क्या? मतलब क्या ब्लैंक शीट ऑफ पेपर पे मैं सिग्नेचर दिखा रहा हूँ तुम्हें? ये सर ये तो करना पड़ेगा. मैं कहा रुक जा, तू भी मेरे से. सो आई जस्ट टुक आउट दैट मच स्पेस which had my signature, and you know my signature is like little teeny one. I just did that and he clicked another shot. Okay, he said done. And I said, okay, now what do I do? He said, you reach the toll, your fast tag will be activated. I am promising you that. I got off this trauma, lit up my
cigarette,
whatever, and I got into my car, drove, next toll, fatak. Now my question is, साला टोल के लिए मेरा जन्म पत्र क्यों चाहिए उसको?
चलो information का तो बात ही नहीं.
For what? I mean, every Tom, Dick and Harry has my Aadhaar card.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then
why do you give your Aadhaar card to hotel rooms?
How does it matter? It is on every goddamn...
You know how much your information is worth?
Take. It is worthless to me. Because every Tom, Dick and Harry in this country has my information. Okay? And I'll assure you, the day I punched in for Digi Yatra, done. If you want
chalo,
to...
our information is another problem altogether. Let's...
But what is this? And if the...
Why though?
If
Why
the bank,
is it?
If the bank, it is a bank failure.
Say I borrowed your car. Then?
अब सोचो, अब तुम मेरे को फोन करोगे, तुम उधर फंसे रहोगे जयपुर हाईवे पे, मैं रूम में बैठ के इधर पैन कार्ड दिखाता फिर. आई मीन इट्स जस्ट अ पेइंग थिंग यार. मतलब एक गाड़ी टोल क्रॉस करी, अच्छा चलो अगर तुम्हारे फास्ट टैग में बैलेंस नहीं है, खराब हो गया, व्हाई डू आई हैव टू पे डबल? इट्स एक्सटॉर्शन. यू कैन हैव 2 कैश लेन्स. कि भाई तुम अगर यू कैनॉट स्टॉप अ फास्ट टैग यूजर, फाइन, कि मैंने फास्ट टैग में बोला 1.5 मिनट में तुम उड़ते हुए जाओगे तो उड़ते हुए जाओगे. अगर तुम्हें कैश देना है तुम वो 2 लेन में जाओ, वहां पर मरो जाके, 2 घंटा खड़ा रहो वहां पर, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट व्हाई शुड आई पे डबल द मनी? क्या तुम उधर सोने का रास्ता बना के दे रहे हो क्या मेरे लिए? अगर मैं 100 का 200 दे रहा हूं तो. एंड हैव यू सीन द टोल बूथ? द वे दीज टोल बूथ्स आर मेंटेन्ड आर हॉरिबल. Half the time I need to engage 4x4 to cross a toll booth. It is that bad. Why? Why is it a compulsion for everything on the Indian motorist? चाहे वो toll booth हो.
Because you're the most flexible commodity.
For the longest period of time.
You stood on the highway and you did your KYC.
I did that.
You gave your...
I did that.
critical information. That guy could have been anyone.
That guy could have been anyone.
Honestly.
And
you gave him your critical information without this thing because you wanted to reach your workplace. That is the metaphor for the human condition in India. My point. You cannot get out of it.
What to do? Why is this happening?
You tell me what to do.
My simple thing is that I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want a fast tag.
Then?
I don't want a fast tag. I'll stand in a queue, pay for my toll on cash and go. Why am I not being given that option? Today, Didi, you know how much trouble.
You are being given that option, but pay double that.
Why pay double? वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ क्या उधर कोई नाचने आ रहा है क्या मेरे सामने? अगर मैं 200 रुपए दे रहा हूँ तो कोई गाना सुना रहा है मेरे को वहां पर, चॉकलेट दे रहा है, बियर का बोतल पकड़ा रहा है, चाय पकड़ा रहा है, क्या कर रहा है उसका? And then the condition of the roads. Let's not get to that. The condition of the road.
So okay, now we have this 15-year rule, fast tags.
So we'll get to the 15-year after this. There's some good news there, by the way.
All of this, why is it pushed on the Indian motorist?
Again, this is one thing which I totally agree with you, that आज अगर मेरा गाड़ी ले लिया, जैसे मेरा esteem, my esteem went because of this rule. What did I do about it?
Nothing.
I got that
You bent over.
peanuts, whatever, 30,000-40,000 bucks, and I bought a 7.5 lakh रुपए का venue, and मैं ऑफिस गया. नहीं आना चाहिए तो मुझे,
तो
आपको नहीं जाना चाहिए.
Exactly. अब करना क्या चाहिए?
करना ये चाहिए कि
ऑफिस जाना छोड़ दे,
voice,
काम छोड़ दे.
voice, no,
कैसे?
voice.
How do we voice?
Voice. Today social media is still at it. This whole 15-year fiasco, the reason why it went to Supreme Court and all of that is why? Because one old man in some godforsaken pump in New Delhi said, मेरे गाड़ी पे हाथ दे के बता. One old man. I am not talking about some big shot. I am not talking about some sturdy bugger जो किसी को मुक्का मारेगा. नहीं. One old man. I have seen that video. One old man comes out and says he's driving nothing serious, some desire or something like that. Comes out and tells the person who's come to collect his car, हाथ लगा के बता. ये चाहिए. This is what we need. This is what we need to speak. That one fiasco.
Learn something from the French.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, क्या है ये? I mean, today, the New Delhi government, 2 days before 1st of July, they were saying, पुरानी गाड़ी pollution ban करो.
I still think about those 2000 guys whose cars went on that day.
I mean, तो सोच के देख, कोई 2 करोड़ का गाड़ी 40-20 लाख में बेच रहा है, हो क्या रहा है भाई?
20 lakh?
Whatever, that 5 lakh rupees, whatever.
5 lakh.
That S-Class went for a 5 lakh. Just imagine the person who's bought it.
And now with the...
No. What happened next? Let's be very honest.
I wonder whether he'll go back to the same guy and say,
I'm sure,
आपको चाहिए?
तू 10 lakh लगा उस पे. So what happened? When the Delhi government said, 1st of July, petrol pan, this, that, falana, ढिमकाना, 10 साल गाड़ी, pollution, whatever nonsense. They were very clear about it. When the public outcry came, when that old man in some godforsaken pump in Delhi stood against it, hundreds of people joined them. People not just who owned vehicles, youngsters, people who knew that this is wrong. And I'm not talking about enthusiasts. I'm talking about every person on the road who owns a car. When their voice came out, by evening, the Environment Minister of Delhi made a turnaround statement which says कि हमें तो पता नहीं ये end of line है तो क्यों है? मतलब गाड़ी है, अच्छी चल रही है, फर्स्ट क्लास, पोल्यूशन चेक करो और चलाओ. तो हम क्या इतने दिन हिब्रू में बात कर रहे थे? मतलब हो क्या रहा है? And it's a sort of I feel good today while doing this podcast. Simply because
you're raising your voice.
I raised my voice. Yes, I raised it a little late. I'm sorry. I lost my car also. I lost my beloved scooters who were part of my family. They're not just metal nonsense. But I raised my voice. I said I will do whatever I can in my ability to ensure that मेरा तो गया है चलो. किसी और का अगर बचा सकूं तो बचा लूं. Right? And that was my whole idea. And when the honorable judge in the Supreme Court, I read that statement from him कि जब हम लोग बड़े हो रहे थे तो गाड़ी तो 30-40 साल तक रहती थी.
In much worse infrastructure, running on much worse fuel, running...
If an ambassador...
As you call it, gaslit.
Gaslit, yes. If an ambassador lasted 30-40 years, why can't a Hyundai Creta last 40 years? Why can't a Maruti 800 which still can deal with ethanol? run for 30-40 years. And I was super stunned when the environment minister said कि भाई गाड़ियों का तो कोई एक्सपायरी डेट नहीं होता, राइट? वो दिल्ली में चल रही है तो EOL हो गया, अब दिल्ली से बाहर जाती है उसको जान कहाँ से मिल रहा है? What a solid statement. इतने दिन कहाँ थे आप? हम क्या बोल रहे थे इतने दिन से? So hundreds of people
So
lost
there's two
crores.
tiers of government. One is the bureaucrats. One is the politicians.
Yep.
Okay. Now the bureaucrats are executing no matter who the politician
but the politicians has to fight, na? They are our representatives.
Exactly.
They are भाई ये whole thing about वो सरकार है. सरकार मतलब क्या? सरकार का मतलब क्या है? I think it's a very wrong term. I had a big fight with a cop one time. He abused me for something. गाली दिया मेरे को. मैंने बोला तुम सरकार नहीं है, तुम नौकर है. And I told him point blank.
नौकर तो नहीं, कर्मचारी है.
I am paying for you. I am paying for your, not only your salary, that damn car which you are sitting in, that uniform which you are wearing is coming from my money. I'm paying a tax, which is paying your stuff. So you better serve me right. आज अगर मैं इस कंपनी में काम करता हूँ, if I don't work properly, will I be retained? They're not going to retain me just because I am somebody. I'm just an XYZ on the road. But if I do my work diligently, they will retain me.
And that's something that we have to adopt towards everything. I mean, as people, we have to become more litigious. We have to be able to unite on something.
Yes.
We have to be a little less distracted
And this 15-year-old thing has proved that you come together as Janta.
And you raise your voice. And you will be heard. Today, there is a high possibility that in 2 to 3 weeks' time, the Supreme Court will hear the E20.
No, not the E20. The 15-year-old thing. And I am just praying to God that, like I have heard with the honorable judges recently, they will think about it. And in fact, get this out of Delhi. And now that the government is on our side, I am very hopeful.
True.
I am very hopeful. So if you raise your voice, that one old man somewhere in Delhi, Dipayan,
shout out to him.
That one guy जिसने बोला हाथ लगा के बता is the champion. And then those millions who tweeted, those millions who put funny stories on Instagram, they are the ones. They are the change makers. So you will be heard. Don't think that it's a losing battle.
Raise your voice on whatever platform you have. You don't know how powerful your voice is. It's not just your voice. It's the thousands and millions of voices that will join alongside you to echo as one and bring reform and bring change and bring meaningful change for the people of India and the way we legislate in India also.
And at Connecting Rod, we want to listen to you. Tell us in the comments below what you want. Do you think we are right? We are wrong.
And if there are better ways to go about it, if there are better machinery that can be used by not just our
solutions,
viewers and listeners, but machinery that we can use to move these wheels of legislature in our favor and have our voices heard, please write into us, leave a comment. We'll get back to you for sure. We check out all the comments that come in.
Write to me, rahul.ghosh@intoday.com.
We'll leave a overlay also.
Write to me. Tell me what you want to do about it. And have you been affected?
What ways that you found that
Give
are
us
effective?
solutions. Listen, we are not here to...
So we can share it with everybody else.
We have to share it. The more we share about it, the more we talk about it, we'll be taken seriously. नहीं तो कोई थप्पड़ मार के गया और थैंक यू बोल के चले गए तो नहीं चलेगा. नहीं चलेगा. और नहीं चलेगा. You have to make yourself heard.
Some may say it's weak to turn the other cheek, but sometimes you have to fight to be a man.
Absolutely.
I
with
think
that
yeah.
bombshell, we call it the end of Connecting Rod for this episode. And as I said, please write into me. We will leave my email ID. And perhaps if Dipayan is also joining me on this, we will leave his email ID also. Please write into us offering solutions. Ulta seedha mat likho. Don't. I will delete. I am being very honest. Give us solutions. Give us solutions. We'll put your voice forward. That's what Connecting Rod is here for.
The
Thank you so
automotive
much.
show for the people.
Yeah, it's the show for the
Signing
people.
off.
Thank you so much.